So, Liz,
Yes.
what we're doing here is a while ago we saw Foo Fighters, right? That was the second time we saw Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
And that was, 4 or 5 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And who was the first band you saw live?
Foo Fighters, about 4 years ago? Maybe longer.
Yeah, maybe longer. It was pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
So, you're right. And just before that, you saw Iron Maiden's coming to town in September 2024. And you said, are we going? And I looked at you and I'm like, do you even know who Iron Maiden are?
No.
So I was like, okay, you got a Foo Fighters tap. You like live music. You came with us down south. Saw my band play live many times, and and so I'm thinking. So I immediately said, oh, okay. So you're going to get an Iron Maiden tattoo right now, are you? Like, you haven't even heard them. You don't even know.
No.
You couldn't even name one song, not one of the hits.
I feel like I've listened to one of them. Could not tell you the name, though.
Do you know what album it was from?
No.
So,
and I know their logo, like their band, like the
So
shirt.
does Run to the Hills mean anything to you at all? It doesn't mean anything. Okay. So I thought, honestly, let's give this girl a lesson. But what's really important with this, I've explained to you, like the ladies got to Dude Cinema, the Dude Cinema girls. So they've got this podcast, and I think they've just wound it up, where they're watching the movies that all the dudes say you're going to see. You haven't seen Star Wars? But the thing is, you can't. So we're going off the same thing. I can't sit here and mansplain shit to you.
No.
I can't sit here and go, check out this drum bit that's coming up or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So what would you say? I've got to have a shot every time I do something like that.
Yeah.
All right. So I thought we'd start at the start, and Amy's will go through all of the albums. Any idea how many albums they've got?
A lot. They've been going on for a while.
How?
You've been you started listening to them when you were a teenager, so it's been a while. So that's how you got into music.
Well, this album was 1980. I think it was recorded in 79.
Okay.
And released in April 80, and it peaked at number 2 on the UK album charts.
Like the album or the first
album.
song? Okay.
The album. So you don't even know anything about this. So I think as we go through this journey, we'll cover all the bits and pieces.
I know there's a lot of them on stage.
Oh, that's a good point.
But it's not like 3-4 people on the stage. It's a little bit more, isn't it?
Okay, that's a fair call. So you've got a drummer, you've got 2 lead guitarists, you've got a standalone vocalist, and you've got a man who we're going to talk about this guy a lot, Steve Harris, man on bass. He pretty much formed the band. And there was about 20 people he got in and out for this first album. So there's Dave Murray on guitar, and there's Steve Harris, who is still in the band.
Okay.
Right?
Wow, so you're saying the bassist actually did something? He's a bassist, so it's fine.
All right. So I thought we'd start first song off the first album. It's Prowler. You ready?
It was called Prowler.
Prowler. And you can watch. Yeah, we've got the lyrics.
Yeah.
So we'll analyse it afterwards. You ready?
Okay.
Walking through the city, looking all so pretty.
Lys Out.
Yeah. Who's done backing vocals?
Backing vocals.
Yeah.
Steve Harris on both. Oh, awesome. You hear the bass out.
Really strong.
Back again.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thoughts?
They very much have that like ABA kind of. So it's like they start with that one bit, go in the middle, and they kind of. It's not like it's a completely different song. Like
It's going to be really loud.
it's not like it changes like the complete song, like with say like Metallica, where it does that whole. It goes heavy, and then it's just this whole slow. Kind of not even really a part of
you're
it.
talking about like the like Master of Puppets.
Yes.
Where it goes
Yeah.
That's another point. So when it comes to metal, you're not it's not new to you, is it?
No.
But you're familiar with Master of Puppets all the way through.
Well, what I was going to say is, how long has Metallica been around? Longer than these
Kill 'Em
guys?
All was about 3-4 years after this.
So I was going to say, it does give, when I'm listening to this, it gives very Metallica vibes.
Right. Yeah.
I can't tell what aspect it is, and I thought it was maybe the backup vocals.
Probably the pace.
Definitely, and the change, the sudden. It's
because in 1980, not many people were going at this sort of pace. That is running really fast. But it's interesting you say that. You read the backstory of Metallica, Lars and James, especially actually a lot of metalheads in the States. A lot of their influences were the new wave of British heavy metal. You got these guys, Judas Priest,
UK, of course.
Motorhead, UK.
Yeah.
But lyrically, it's pretty crap. Third verse, same as the first.
I was going to say, I find myself when I listen to music and I'm looking at the lyrics, I start saying them to the beat with them, like as if I'm like singing with them, just because it like helps me understand it. But yeah, it is very repetitive from the like I said, the ABA. The first is the same as the last.
Very simple.
Yeah,
and really through that whole song, that same damn guitar riff.
It is very whiny. It's good in that middle bit where it was just. I think it was just that and maybe the drums. It did sound good, like when they did the solo, but I was just like.
Yeah, there was one point where I did go, oh. Because there was the panning. There was actually panning from left to right.
The start of it panned.
Yes.
The very start.
Yeah.
Except I was like, oh my God. Before he actually started singing, it was like the drum wasn't meant to go, but it actually tapped something. And I was like, whoa. But that might have just been me and with my psycho brain. But like, I listened to it and I heard like, because as they're all coming in and it's kind of like that whole, they're like warming up to get started to do the song kind of thing. And it's like that kind of, we weren't planning to record this kind of like, But
I was thinking it's It's 43 years old. It would have been recorded analog. There's no such thing as digital.
Yeah.
Crazy dog. Yeah. Should we move on to another one? So
Yeah.
All right. What did we say? It was 43. It's 43 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Just overall sound production. Like, this is one of the biggest bands. I've got some stats here. 41 albums, including 17 studio albums, 13 live, 4 EPs, 7 compilations, 47 singles, 20 video albums, and 2 video games. I didn't know that. I'll have to check that out.
Video games?
Their largest concert attendance was in 1985, Rocky in Rio. There was over 350,000 people.
Jesus. It's a lot of shirts.
So from 1980 to 2021, MD Daily Records website it claims that they've sold over 200 million albums, compilations and tapes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay.
Which is nuts. But so, listening to this, do you think such a massive band? Like, just think about how many Iron Maiden t-shirts have been sold.
Oh,
it's huge,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. So every shop you go to that's got clothing and there has a band on it,
you see Maiden shirts everywhere. Old people,
and there'll be 3
everywhere.
different types of them.
Yeah, even kids I've seen wearing them. Do you think this sounds like the band that has sold 200 million albums?
No.
Why?
I don't know if it was just that song that we just listened to, but like something about it is just really, really tinny.
Tinny.
I don't know if it's just like because obviously it's an older band. Like, I don't know if it's how the sound was produced and everything in the studio, because it's obviously not how people do it now. But yeah, it was just a bit.
Yeah, especially if it was founded by a bass player, he sounds really quite tinny, doesn't he? Yeah, tinny's a good word.
It is it's a tinny word.
All right. So next, I was going to suggest "Running Free," which was the first single.
Yep. So this was after the first album.
No, this is still on the first album.
I don't know. What's a single?
What's a single?
Sorry.
Because it was back in the days when there wasn't even MTV. There was no music videos or anything. It was just radio, and you instead of buying an album, which would have been vinyl, maybe cassette then, you would have bought just a single, a cheaper. Like, instead of paying $20 for an album, you'd pay, I don't even remember, $3-4 for a little tape.
Just one song.
Did it have one song and probably a B-side?
So does people still do that today though? But it won't be sold as like...
With streaming, it's...
People go, oh, I had this single come out.
Yes, they do, but...
It's just
streaming,
now.
it's just a song.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
this was their first single.
That's right. And this single got to 34 in the UK singles charts, which is during the era of, I suppose, punk was just dying.
Yeah.
Disco was still around, I guess. Michael Jackson was about to go off.
Yeah, okay.
But they played on Top of the Pops, which was a TV show at the time. They had bands on.
Mm-hmm.
They were the first non-mimed performance since The Who in 1972. So they would always mime to their
song. Yeah.
Maiden played it live.
That's like with Nirvana at one time.
Yes.
I don't remember what it was, what show it was or whatever, but because everyone mimed it and they didn't like it.
Blah, blah, blah. All right. Let's just go with Running Free, which is another, 3 minutes 20.
Just
That's not right. There's definitely typos.
What's the lead singer's name?
Yeah, Paul Diano. Yeah.
He sounds like he's either screaming the lyrics or he's giving it nothing. Like the backing vocals in that last bit, they're out singing him.
Yeah.
Vocal wise.
Yeah.
Not sound wise, but by the sound of it, I'd rather be listening to the backup vocals.
You'd rather
But
listen
also-
to Steve than Paul.
Yeah, but when there was one bit in it where the backup singer was doing that screaming,
Yeah.
and it reminds me of someone, and I can't even think of who, but it reminds me of a singer, and I want to say like it sounds kind of like Bowie type-esque, like that kind of era where it's like, but I can't think of who.
Really, that sort of chorus and that sort of stuff is very hair metal, glam metal, bloody Skid Row, even Guns N' Roses, Bon Jovi.
Like, it's kind of like that, or Bon Jovi, yeah. But I'm just like, the backup vocals definitely out.
So what are you saying? Probably the biggest, one of the biggest and well-known metal bands ever has got a shit vocalist.
Yeah. Like, maybe they improve from here. Like,
surely.
After the first album, you kind of learn, you improve, but also
do we go through details on this, or do we just find out what happens through the albums?
I don't know. You're the teacher.
I'm not the teacher. I'm not the teacher.
I have
This is
no
your
clue.
journey.
Yeah, well, I've got no clue what maybe we'll
It's your
find it
journey.
out.
All
I'm
right.
gonna let the season end.
So what I was gonna do was on this album, and let's get the stats that I wrote out before. The stats on this album. Oh yeah. Okay. So on this, I was going to suggest next to do Iron Maiden the song. So Iron Maiden the song on the album Iron Maiden by Iron Maiden. But honestly, it just sounds just like those two songs. Well, it doesn't. They're very much the same sort of song. But on this album, there is a song called Phantom of the Opera. And it goes for 7 minutes, 2 seconds. The whole album goes for 37 and a half minutes. So it takes up 1/5 of the whole album.
Yeah.
But the thing with Phantom of the Opera is it actually gives you can actually hear what Iron Maiden become. Instead of being this rock band that does these 3-minute songs like this, Phantom of the Opera is much... Maybe if I'm allowed, I can indicate the point in Phantom of the Opera where I go, this is the unique Iron Maiden sound from this point. I could just go right here.
Yeah.
It's a long listen.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to do it?
Yeah.
I'll have to cue it up, and hopefully the lyrics don't have typos in this one. Right.
Yeah, I don't know what that whiskey pop disco rock was.
Nah, I think it was Picked Her Up.
Because I was going to say, I don't know if it's just them
probably.
and that's their music, but that did not make sense. Because, like, in the first song, they were a bit weird as well, with their lyrics.
It's very stalker.
Like the
It's like a
police
flasher.
vibes.
Yeah.
All right. Hang on. I don't think they use this.
He's got a name.
Dixon.
Yes, right.
There's no Dixon. Oh, no, pronunciation. Oh, no, words. Yeah, Bon Jovi living on a crown at the back and forth sound. I know Iron Maiden.
Keep your distance, walk away, don't take it, baby. Don't you stray, don't fade away. Watch your step, these are to get you come by me. Don't you stray from a narrow way.
Steve is really good on those backings. Isn't
Yeah.
he? You're right.
Yeah, I've seen two before because I could hear two back in the day. I don't know who that would be, but.
Just like what you were saying, how like Master of Puppets has the
Yeah. I'm told this is a C or back to R.
build up. Yes. I love it.
It's like a completely different bit, like D
It's a cool
there.
gallop,
There's
hey?
like 4 different sections. We're only 4 minutes in. Really fast.
Like a guitar attack.
Yeah.
classic Maiden.
Yeah.
I'm running and hiding in my dreams, you're always there. In the phantom of the opera, you're the devil, you just have to stay.
Oh!
It's my mind and my soul, it just comes to the end. You hold me, you told me, you torture me back at your lair.
Is HelloFresh worth
Oh.
the price?
Lovely.
Can I just say that 1/7 of that song was actual singing?
Yeah.
Like, there was not a lot. It was a lot of... I don't blame them. The singing's not the greatest. But, like, you show off your instruments, I guess.
Well,
What does he do on stage for the other 6 minutes of the song when he's not singing?
well, that's a really good point.
He just stands there?
I'd say after a couple of albums, I think that's when there's music videos we can watch, and there's live performances, even stuff that they've done in the last year or so we can watch of the songs.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be good if right now I could if I showed you a video of Phantom of the Opera that's been done recently in high quality. But there's a bit of a surprise there, and I don't really want that to happen until we get to the third album.
Is it the Beetlejuice guy?
The Beetlejuice guy.
He looks like Beetlejuice in the album cover.
Oh, the Beetlejuice guy. There's so much we've got to learn, Liz.
I know.
All right,
He looks like Beetlejuice. In that photo, he looks like Beetlejuice.
Is Eddie the Head. His name's Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
And that character comes up a lot. Actually, I'm looking at the track list here. Did I get that wrong? No, that's right. No. Where did I get... What did we listen to first?
Prowler. And then Running
It was,
Free.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Running Free and Phantom of the Opera. There's an instrumental, and then it finishes with Iron Maiden.
Half their album's instrumental. I like it.
Every time they play live, they finish with Iron Maiden.
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
And a dude with Eddie, that guy on the cover. He always comes out and
Is it
billows
like with the makeup or
red
like a
smoke
big
or
face?
all sorts of different stuff over all the years. Spilling blood and doing all these crazy things.
So is it an
catching on
alien?
fire. Hey?
Oh, it's a skull, isn't it? Alien.
Well, it's just artwork that was done by this guy. We'll go into all of that stuff.
Okay.
But oh yeah, also on this album there is a song called Charlotte the Harlot,
Mm-hmm.
which was written by Dave Murray. I don't think he's written many songs, but he's one of the guitarists, still remains as one of the guitarists. But Charlotte actually turns up in probably three, I might be wrong here, three, maybe four songs over the years.
As in vocally or
As in
written?
a story about this
Charlotte.
Charlotte who's a bit of a
Harlot.
harlot.
What's a harlot?
What's a harlot?
Yeah.
Prostitute? A lady of the night?
Sick. I was going to say, maybe it's like a love story to like his wife, Charlotte, but if it's a harlot, and now I know what a harlot means, I hope it's not a song to his wife.
No.
Or husband.
Okay, all right. Yeah, true.
2025.
But
Sorry, I skipped a year there.
but namely, there's one song, 22 Acacia Avenue, on the third album, which has got a bit, which is about Charlotte as well. That might be the last.
Is it their address?
Yeah. Well, it's actually the name of the knock-up shop that they knew of back in the day.
Knock-up shop. Never mind. I understood what you meant.
So what is there anything else we should cover off, or we'll just cover it like now, or next time we'll just hit the next album?
Yeah, next time hit the next album.
Do the same one? Like the same thing again? Like
Yeah. Pick like some of the good, some of the bad.
So you're still not allowed to listen to any Maiden, all right?
No, that's fine.
But you're allowed to listen to this album.
I put a couple. Well, I was going to say I put a couple songs in my playlist, and then I skipped them every time. But I also could not tell you what they're called. So If that makes it any easier.
So one of these days we might be sitting here and you'll go, oh, I know this one.
I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. I feel like there has to be one song I've listened to or that you've played or something in my life.
Surely.
You'd think so, that one of them had to be on the radio for like a week or something, or no.
You're not going to get...
Nanny listened to some hardcore stuff on the radio when we were younger.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been on the radio.
No, probably not.
No. All right, Lys. If I were to make you rate this from 1 to 10, Iron Maiden's Iron Maiden from 1980.
So their first album was called Iron Maiden. I'm
yes,
clarifying
self-titled.
that. Yes, okay.
Yeah, and you had a song Iron Maiden on the album Iron Maiden by the band called Iron Maiden.
So we listened to Prowler, Running Free, and finished with the Opera.
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't even tell you which one was the better one of them. It's still early days for them. Like, they've gotten this far that it has to improve. This is their start. If they've been doing it for 43 years or something.
All right. Well, I suppose that you're the person to tell us. So, as in, this is your starting point. So after say 10 albums, you'll probably at that point be going, it's all the same. But
yeah.
So where would you score this? How many Eddie the Heads out of 10?
Okay, coming from a 20-year-old girl who's only just started listening to Iron Maiden with a background of rock music, I'd say. Though I've got a pretty good background. Out of 10?
Yeah.
Maybe 6?
6.
Like, it's not the worst stuff I listen to.
Yeah, musically it's pretty good, isn't
it?
Yeah.
And I just don't understand why they don't sing. Like, I love the music, like the instruments and everything, but I'm like, there should be a 50-50 at least. So it's like not a minute of singing and 6 minutes of the drums.
When you look at the lyrics, it's not great.
Oh, no. I read them for Phantom of the Opera and I was still lost. I don't know if it's my brain can't comprehend what it is being like written out, but like what was I saying before? Diction, his pronouncing of the words, it all just flows into one long kind of phrase of nothing. And then the backing singers come in and you're like, oh, I can hear them perfectly well and they're not even as loud as him.
You really brought my awareness to that. With Steve Harris, he's got this really quite operatic.
Yeah.
Like kind of
voice. He can scream, he can be quiet.
Yeah, he's not like a Dio or a Bruce Dickinson, but he's got this operatic sort of voice. Like Serge of System of a Down when he's doing the operatic stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm just like, but it's the bassist, right?
Yeah,
he should be playing bass and singing or something because he outsings the other dude. It should be the other way. Well, I don't know if the singer can even play the guitar since he only sings, but I don't know. But I'm just like...
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens over the course of this.
Yeah.
All right, because we had to start somewhere, and trust me,
I was going to say, it can only go up from here if they've been on this long, if they're still touring, so...
That's true.
None of them are dead.
I'm just thinking when we get to the third album, I think we might have to listen to a lot more of the songs than just 3. We might have to do...
I'm excited to see like music videos and stuff because I've made out these people in my head.
Oh, you can't picture what they look like. No,
I don't know what they look like, so I'm making them up in my head.
Oh.
But I don't like the singer. He looks like a lanky kind of like... He looks smaller than the rest of them. The drummer I can feel like would be kind of like a blonde, but a long-haired blonde. I don't know if that's because a lot of drummers are long-haired blonde, but that's just how I see it. But they're all quite skinny.
Right.
They've all got good, strong lungs.
So it's really only one of the guitarists and the bass player that's still around and stuck it out the whole way through.
I feel like they're both brunettes or black hair. They're gonna look different to how they do now.
There's so much I want to say, but we'll wait until we get to it. Because the reactions from you are going to be awesome. But have a listen to this album,
Okay.
and between now and we do the next one. All right.
Yep.
And that way you can give us some feedback on what your thoughts were on it.
Yeah, I'll
On
listen
the
to
rest
the
of the
other
album.
ones as well. Yeah.
There is one song. Which one was it?
I want to listen to Charlotte the Harlot now. Now I know what it's
It's
about.
either Strange World or I think it's Remember Tomorrow that I think Lars Ulrich of Metallica said was the inspiration behind their slow songs like Fade to Black.
I love Fade to Black.
And so when you hear it, you'll probably hear it and go, I get it. I hear it.
I was going to say in Prowler I'd heard tones of Metallica. Not like it's a copy, like they're copying Iron Maiden, but like, you know, and like they take a little bit and it's... Rock can be very different or very similar. So these are one of the times where it's like... If I obviously know the difference. If I listen to like if you showed me a Metallica song that I didn't know, I wouldn't be like Iron Maiden. Like I wouldn't.
Yes.
I still know the difference.
Yes.
Tinny.
For
I like
now.
that word. No, even in that last song, the drums were like I want to say it sounded hollow,
Yeah.
but that's what a drum is. It's hollow, but it just sounded very like not tinny, but like just there.
Yeah, it's not,
Like it just sounded.
great. Yeah.
It was just someone was hitting something. Like it didn't sound in tune.
Probably wasn't.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
But it just sounded like if I was trying to play the drums, just hitting it with one stick.
I don't think it's the playing.
No, I don't think
I
so
think
either.
it's the way it's mic'd up.
I
They're in
agree.
the wrong
It's
room.
the whole
producer
tinny
wasn't
situation.
interested. Yeah, there's all sorts of things. Yeah.
Oh, I have a fun fact for you then.
Oh,
Did you know Hugh Hefner's production company, which was Playboy Productions,
right.
helped start ABBA in America?
I did not know that.
They got them out of, I think they're from Finland. Where are they from?
Norway?
Sweden?
Sweden.
Norway? Somewhere not in America or
Where IKEA's from, isn't it?
yeah, Sweden. So he pretty much brought, when they came over,
Yeah.
he produced their first song that
You
got
know
them
they're
out
much,
there.
much, much bigger in Australia than they were in the States.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird how that happens?
Yeah.
Like Robbie Williams.
Yeah. Andre Bird. It just makes me think of Nanny. It just makes me think of all the old people going to watch them. But yeah, it's weird how the world discusses music, I guess.
And certain countries like certain things more than others. Yeah.
Yeah, like UK rap. It's the reason why it says UK in it. I'm just saying. No, it's not that bad. It's just sometimes again, lyrics, I don't understand them, or I read them and go, why are you writing a song about that? Like,
Well, some of this stuff gets really epic.
Well-
really epic, and can really tell a story.
Well, that's why I'm like, I feel like I could be really oblivious to it, because even with like Master of Puppets, how long did I not know what that was about? I was quite young.
Oh,
we did it
the
as the
title
dance.
song itself, yeah.
Yeah. And I remember we were listening to it in the car, and I was like, yeah, like this was our old dance song. And you're like, you explained to me what the actual story was, and I was like, and to this day, like if I hear it out in public, or like, because it was on Stranger Things and everything. And
Yeah, that was
came
another
back up
years
again.
afterwards. But you already knew the album before
No,
Stranger Things.
exactly. But when everyone started talking about it,
Yeah.
I was like, this song from Metallica,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
seen it, done it, been there,
Yeah.
but I
Cut
go,
me breakfast
listen
off
to
in the own mirror.
Yeah, I was like, listen to the actual lyrics, because everyone just goes, a hot guy's playing it in in a show.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen to the lyrics. And then, like, I'd show my friends, and they'd sit there and go, oh. And that's exactly what I did, but I was also a lot younger, and I was like, oh my God, that's so bad. Like, drugs. Now I'm like, it makes sense. Like, listening to the lyrics now, which I feel like with some of this stuff, like, when you first listened to Charlotte the Harlot, did you understand what it was about? Because you would have been about 17?
Actually, I don't think I did, no.
Yeah.
No.
It takes you actually, well, you probably couldn't understand the lyrics, but it takes you a second to, like, read the lyrics, understand.
Yeah.
Which
Well, back in the day, you'd always put the album on and read the lyrics, or even catch a bus into the city, buy an album like this. Or actually, I remember buying it at Justice for All, the cassette.
is that one of the albums?
In '88, Metallica.
Oh yeah.
It was the next album after Master of Puppets, and and just reading the lyrics
Yeah.
to the songs, eager. So when I get home, what does it sound like?
Well, that's also how you'd learn lyrics. You couldn't look them up.
No, there was no.
Well, even with like when we buy the Wicked thing, we'd sit there and learn the lyrics from the book.
Oh yeah.
Which everyone's like,
Great.
oh, you had iPads, you had a list. Well, we really didn't.
We didn't have any of that stuff.
I did, like us as kids didn't, because we also didn't like Apple and we weren't really techie.
But okay, what shocked me recently, you know how we get the program to go to a musical like Wicked,
Yep.
right, or Phantom of the Opera or whatever, and you get the big booklet and you pay 30 bucks,
yeah.
right? So Lily, when she was in New York last week, and she went to a Broadway show.
6, yeah.
Which show was it again?
6.
Right.
6!
Tiana was saying the program was free. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't they capitalise on that? But I think it just gives the cast list. It's not a big
I do
booklet
agree.
like we get.
No, because she would have gotten a playbill. And playbill's,
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's different.
maybe it's included in the price of the ticket because of
Maybe.
taxes and everything. Because they do tax weirdly. I don't understand taxes in general, but you know, I'm just going to say that because it makes me sound smart.
But for now, we're just you're going to learn all about Maiden. I want to see if we go and see them in September.
And will I sing their songs?
Yeah.
Will I know what's going on?
Will you have Eddie on your shoulder?
Yeah. Oh, as a tattoo?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good question.
Or the logo, I don't know, across your
I put
shoulders.
it on my chest so it's like an all-day shirt. But that was something when you showed me a snippet ages ago of one of their music videos of them live.
Right.
I did not understand what was going on. I don't
Yeah.
know what song was happening. I think I was really hungover. But we made the point of their shirts. They are the only band that I've ever seen, or musician, that they wear their
With their
own
own
merch.
shirt.
They wear their own merch on stage.
That's because it's considered pompous, isn't it? I reckon it is.
I mean, if...
But if you're Maiden,
Yeah.
everyone wears that
Well,
shit.
because they probably have done that, like, that's probably how their merch came out back in the day. They probably wore it because they were like,
Advertise themselves.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's been 40 years now, and they're like, well... So, like, if Metallica came on with one of their Master of Puppet shirts, they'd all go, what? Like, I think it'd
It's
be
a bit-
weird.
Yeah.
Or, like, Dave Grohl come on with one of his shirts.
Well, Dave just wouldn't do that.
No, he wouldn't. Or, like,
I don't think I've ever
star.
seen him with any logos of any
Or like
kind.
Pink going on stage with her own merch with her face on it. Look, I could see her doing it as a joke,
Oh.
and then it would be like ripped off or something. But you know, like
Right.
musicians don't do that. I don't know what it is. Maybe it is, I guess, pompous, but
I reckon it is. Yeah.
it's different if it's like the logo. Because like with Iron Maiden, they're not all on it like standing there holding their instruments or anything. It's like with a Pink shirt or Tim Minchin or anything. When you get one of those shirts, they're on it.
Yep.
But Iron Maiden, it's like, this is just a fun little piece of artwork.
Well, maybe that's why it's quite really, really, really good marketing right from the start. They got Eddie. He's on the cover
yeah.
of every piece of artwork, every album.
Did
all
one
the way
of them
through.
draw it?
No.
Because I know he's a mummy in one of them, isn't he? I know that one.
Power Slave.
I know that
Yeah.
shirt.
So I used to have these all as the big posters on the wall.
Yeah.
Number of the Beast, Aces High.
Because that
77.
photo, none of those that were in those music videos I recognised. He just looked really scary. But like I
He's just on the
recognised the
street
mummy
corner, yeah.
and then one of the other shirts. But I can't think of what
That's
one.
right.
But it's kind of bluey grey. Could be any of them. There's 40 albums or
We'll
whatever.
look at this. Yeah, we'll look at this stuff. I think a good way to sign off is, so when we were younger, and I think it's a worldwide thing, is we used to go, up the irons! I said, up the irons!
I don't even. Well, I guess the band, yeah, that makes sense. But like,
I think that's a thing. Yeah.
was that just what you did?
Yeah. Well, that's what we used
Well,
to
how
do.
many Iron
Me and
concerts
the
have you
boys.
been to?
Hey?
How many Iron concerts have you been
I've
to?
only been to one.
Ah, boring. Make it 2.
Okay. All right. So, up the irons!
Up the irons!